All right, a good week of practice. Really good, solid week in all three phases. I feel like we're ready to go up to Chicago, play a 3-0 team that is a good football team, a well-coached team, and feel like we're ready to go up there and play a good game. Just can give you update as far as roster. Pittman will be out for the game, and TJ Carrie will be out for the game. He had a little hamstring injury yesterday in practice, so he will be out.
Andrew Walker.
I just had one short one and then one more involved one. Any chance Trey Burton or Sheldon Day are back for this game?
They had a good week, but we'll evaluate all the factors, after seeing them. Trey was not out there today. But so we got to revisit it and see, and we'll make a decision here in the next 24, 48 hours.
Okay. And the Bears have had two historic comebacks already for wins fourth quarter. Do you address the team about that, or is it pretty ingrained in them just to, if you're lucky enough to get out to the lead to stick with it?
Yeah, I think they've been, informed of that. I know Flus and the guys have done a good job. I didn't talk to the team specifically about that. I know Flus has covered it, and we play disciplined football, and I think our guys are pretty wired in that no matter the situation, our mindset's always going to be the same. It's one play at a time. Resetting after every play, focus for each play, understanding the situation, and never letting our guard down.
Kevin Bowen.
Frank, have you faced the Chuck Pagano defense? And if so, or if not, what kind of stands out about kind of his qualities as a defensive coach?
Just very well coached, disciplined, really good at the skies on the back end, coverage-wise. They do a really good job. And then, pressure-wise with the personnel that they have, I think one of the things Chuck, I've not played him a lot, but that I think just watching and admiring his career, his coaching career, he does a good job of adapting to his personnel. Right now, yeah, they can bring exotic blitzes, but that's not what they major in. They major in kind of five-man pressures because they like their defensive front, so they're just trying to get one-on-ones to get the win up front. That's kind of the MO, and that's pretty common and pretty smart, to be honest with you. We got to play good football, one-on-one football. This comes down to, we talk about it every week. We're going to scheme, we're going to prepare, but at the end of the day, we got to win our one-on-one matchups. So a big part of this game will be our one-on-one matchups in pass protection. They don't pressure. Chuck's not pressuring a real high amount this year. In general, I'd say it's pretty average. So plus or minus from that, we got to be really good in protection. They obviously have some good pass rushers.
Mike Chappell.
Yeah, Frank, you talk about how with the Bears and their comebacks, that Flus is always going to be, focused on that. And I think that what you're saying is also on offense. But last week you mentioned that maybe when the game's where it was, you're not as, I don't want to say aggressive, but there may be some plays you didn't call. When you've got a team that can come back, do you just have to be conscious on offense to keep your foot down?
I can honestly tell you, Chap, that for me, my foot is always down. Yes, you're right. I might call the game differently on offense depending on the situation and depending on the field, but I don't know what, it's just ingrained in my brain from a very young age, probably the way my dad was a coach and ingrained it to me, that you never let your guard down, no matter what the score, until that final whistle is blown. And so, I sure hope that is ingrained, in this team, that we never let our guard down, no matter what.
Also, and maybe you mentioned, I got on just a few seconds late, Rock Ya-Sin, is he good to go?
He's good to go.
Thank you.
Bob Kravitz.
Hi, Frank. With the COVID outbreak down in Tennessee, do you think that might serve as something of a wake-up call? Excuse my dog in the background. Will it serve as a wake-up call, and have you sort of gone back to your team and talked to them about what they need to do to stay diligent?
I do think it is for our team, I do think it is a wake-up call in general. I think you're absolutely right, Bob. I think for our team, our team has done a very good job. Our players in particular have done a good job. Really, our whole organization. We're almost giving them weekly reminders on this thing. about it, about the connection tracing, just about being smart, always wearing a mask, wear masks, use sanitizers. We're not overdoing those reminders, but I think we're appropriately giving them out. That's really a credit to our organization. It's just building wide. I mean, it's really throughout the building. But certainly this incident is a good wake up to this is why we keep reminding ourselves of this stuff.
Real quick as a follow-up, not that you have a big social life, but how has it impacted your life/social life? Do you still go out to restaurants? Do you still go out?
Not very much, no. I mean, typically Friday nights are a night that my wife and I might try to go out. In past years, we've gone out. We have our spot that we go to. So yeah, none of that this year.
Okay, Jim Aiello.
Hey, Frank. This might be putting you on the spot a little bit, so I apologize ahead of time. But you mentioned the other day when you were talking about Mo that everybody kind of has their guy, and that for Chris that Mo is that guy. I was wondering if there's that you especially believe in. I meant to say, but yeah, I was wondering, do you have that? Do you have that guy on the team?
Well, I think when the context of what I was saying, that was as far as the scouts go, as far as guys who were drafting, guys who you're fighting for. Now, yeah, coaches do get involved in that, but the context, I think, and fair question, but the context of that was more as far as putting the team together. So yeah, that would be my answer.
Fair enough. Thanks.
All right, last one, Kevin Bone.
Frank, was today just a rest day for Trey?
We just thought with Trey today, he did pretty well the last couple of days. I just thought physically it was the right thing for him to do to not be up today.